Welcome back to Bloom. We're always looking for great tips to help us keep our teeth and smiles looking their best. Joining us today to offer smarter food and drink tips is Dr. Cindy Brayer and dental hygienist Tiffany Fager from Creating Smiles Dental. Welcome back to Bloom, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Well, these are going to be fun ones. We're starting off with one of my favorites, chewing gum. And a lot of people want to know, is there a chewing gum that's better than the next?
Yes, so chewing gum is actually an excellent way to improve your oral health, because when you chew gum, it stimulates saliva flow, which neutralizes acids and cleans your teeth. And one of the chewing gums that I feel like is the best is the xylitol chewing gum, because xylitol is actually a natural sugar substitute that helps to starve the bacteria that causes cavities so they die off. And so it helps to make your teeth much healthier and your mouth healthier. But if you pick as gum, there's a lot of sugar-free gums out there, so make sure that the ingredient on your bottle has xylitol as the first ingredient, because other sugar-free gums may have artificial sweeteners in it, which is not quite as healthy as xylitol.
All right, that's a really good one. So Tiffany, when you are going to liquids, do you have any ones that you recommend?
Yes. Water. Water is always the best. Yes, it's like the healthiest thing that you can do. So think about if someone's really sick and goes to the hospital or an ambulance, the first thing they will give them is an IV, because we Americans, we drink a lot of junk and it's not really hydrating. So also it's really clear, and that is helpful for your teeth. So drink water. If you must drink something else, have some water after.
Okay, so let me switch it around a little bit. So Dr. Brayer, if you're craving something sweet, what's your best bet?
Well, choose something that's going to be softer and will dissolve in your mouth quicker. So something like chocolates. These chocolates will actually be much easier, in terms of, eating and not causing as many cavities, versus things like stickier foods or harder foods. So we know that sticky foods like gummy bears and things like that are just not good for your teeth, because they'll just get stuck in those nooks and crannies on your teeth for a longer time. It's harder to clean them off. And hard foods, just by definition, hard foods is hard, so therefore, if you bite on something hard, you're gonna break your tooth. And we see that a lot with our patients. They come in after eating a hard candy, and they thought they were sucking on it. Instead, they ended up breaking their tooth off. So stick with the soft foods, basically.
Yeah, because that could be painful, and gosh, all right, so that's great advice, right? Tiffany, next question. I've heard in the past that maybe nuts aren't so good for your teeth. Is that true?
Well, nuts are a healthy snack, but I just had a patient who came in with a cracked tooth, and we fixed it, of course, but 6 months later, she came to me and had another chipped tooth. And after asking her some questions, I found out she loves pistachios, and the kind in the shell, and she would break them open with her hands, and if they were too hard, she would bite through them, and she did it so much she would chip her teeth. So we always recommend getting some pre-shelled, sliced, or chopped nuts, because those are healthy. So I actually bought her some BOGO pre-shelled pistachios, because she's got to keep her teeth.
That's right, that's right. So she still gets the snack, but she's doing it the right way.
Yeah.
All right, next question is for you, Dr. Brayer. People who want to snack throughout the day, any last-minute ideas or advice in general for those guys?
Well, snacking in general, from a dental perspective, is not really good, because you're introducing more sugars and acids in your mouth. So if you're going to snack, ideally brush and floss afterwards. But if you don't want to brush, 5 times a day, then what you could do would be just making sure that you eat more quickly instead of just snacking for an hour. Just eat something very fast, so it limits the amount of time those sugars and acids are in your mouth. And then afterwards, just drink some water just to flush it, flush it all down, so you can keep it, as clean as possible.
And just real quick, Dr. Brayer, how often should we be brushing our teeth if we were just like 3 meals a day? After every meal?
Ideally after every meal, yes. Okay. But if you don't do that, at least try to do morning and evening, and always make sure you floss too after brushing.
This is wonderful. All right. Thank you both, Dr. Brayer, Tiffany. We really appreciate you joining us. And for more information, you can go to Creating Smiles Dental by visiting creating-smiles.com online. You can always call. There are 2 locations for the St. Petersburg location. Call 727-323-0377. Or for Clearwater, call 727-791-8823. And we will be back with more Bloom right after this.